People, wake up. We are being poisoned, and we don't know we're being poisoned. Some of us know we're being poisoned, and those who know that we're being poisoned have more than likely stopped with the consumption of whatever is intoxicating their body, and try to educate those who don't know that we're being poisoned. But those who don't know that we're being poisoned more than likely just brush those people off. They always talking shit. They always think they know everything. That nigga crazy, that hoe weird, whatever the case may be. But for those who don't like to read, because you know what they say, you don't want a nigga to know, put it in a book. I'm going to read something for you from the EPA website. The EPA is the Environmental Protection Agency. Now, something that you probably got in your hand right now, right on the side of you. You don't even know. So, let me read this to you. Methyl mercury. Now, methyl mercury effects for fetuses, infants, and children. The primary health effect of methyl mercury is impaired neurological development. Methyl mercury exposure in the womb, which can result from mother's consumption of fish and shellfish that contain methyl mercury, can adversely affect a baby's growing brain and nervous system. Impacts on cognitive thinking, memory, attention, language, fine motor, and visual spatial skills have been seen in children exposed to methyl mercury in the womb. Recent human biological monitoring by the Center for Disease and Prevention by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention in 1999 and 2000, PDF 3pp 42 KB about PDF, shows that most people have blood mercury levels below a level associated with possible health effects. That's a lie. From the CDC support, this is general findings. This is, like I say, this is from 1999 and 2000. Outbreaks of methyl mercury poisoning have made it clear that adults, children, and developing fetuses are at risk from ingestion exposure to methyl mercury. During the poisoning outbreaks, some mothers with no symptoms of nervous systems damage gave birth to infants with severe disabilities. Even though the mother had no symptoms, the baby had major disabilities. It became clear that the developing nervous system of the fetus may be more vulnerable to the methyl mercury than the adult nervous system. So now, that's methyl mercury. Doesn't that sound like a lot of people that you know? Let me read that back again. Methyl mercury exposure can adversely affect the baby's growing brain. That means children. They're still growing. Even teenagers. They still haven't reached adulthood yet. So they're still growing. A baby's growing brain and nervous system impacts cognitive thinking. That just means the basic thinking about just basic shit, imagination, and just regular old random shit. Impacts that. Memory. They say all our kids got what? ADHD. Most black people, you know, these black folks, a lot of them they're bipolar. Think about that. Attention. How many motherfuckers you know can pay attention? That's that ADHD. Language. People come up with cuss words for words they don't know yet. So these motherfuckers, they just shit, motherfuckers, shit. Have brain farts, but they brain farts ain't shit, but just cuss words, because they can't make up. They don't know that basic word to put in that blank. Now, and fine motor and visual is spelled SPATIAL skills have been seen in children exposed to methyl mercury in the womb. Guess they kind of, that's a special word. SPATIAL is a special word for saying fucked up vision. Most of the kids have vision problems, or whatever the case may be. Now this is methyl mercury. I'm gonna read something to you from another website, and you tell me. What's in high fructose corn syrup? Now we're going to go to 5 reasons high fructose corn syrup will kill you. Dr. Mark Hyman. We're going to read that. Now the reason I'm reading this because it has something that we were just talking about right inside of it. So I'm going to go to that part and I'm going to show you. Where are we at? Okay, HFCS, high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup contains contaminants. High fructose corn syrup contains contaminants, including mercury, that are not regulated or measured by the FDA, the Food Drug Administration, the people who's supposed to be making sure that weed's safe. When they say weed, they ain't talking about this pigment here. They talking about that white pigment. Now, I'm going to read this. An FDA researcher asked a corn producer to ship a barrel of high fructose corn syrup in order to test the contaminants. Her repeated requests were refused until she claimed she represented a, listen here, newly created soft drink company. For those who say soda, those who say pop, you know, some people say soft drink. You know, that until she claimed that she represented a newly created soft drink company. She was then promptly shipped to the big vat of HFCS, high fructose corn syrup, that was used as a part of a study that showed that high fructose corn syrup often contains a toxic level of mercury because of chloralkali products used in its manufacturing. Poisoned sugar is certainly not natural. When HFCS is run through the chemical analyzer, a chromatograph, strange chemical peaks show up that are not glucose or fructose. What are they? Who knows? This certainly calls into question the purity of this process from the super sugar. The exact nature effects of toxicity of these funny compounds have not been fully explained. But shouldn't we be protected from the presence of untested chemical compounds in our food supply, especially when the contaminated food product comprises up to 15 to 20% of the average American's daily calorie diet. Now, high fructose corn syrup is always included towards cancer and a fatty liver and all of that stuff, and diabetes. Now, poison. Didn't I tell you we were being poisoned? High fructose corn syrup, if you pick up that bottle to your left or to your right, or that juice bottle that's in your refrigerator, I'm quite sure majority of y'all will probably see high fructose corn syrup. If your baby has that little 50-cent chug with the superhero on the front, or whatever the case may be, sitting in their lap, and that's what you're giving your baby to drink off of, just to shut them up, yeah, you poisoning your kid. When they have learning disabilities and the teacher starts saying that they slow, they can't get it, they can't do this, they can't do that, that's the effect of that high fructose corn syrup that's laced with that mercury that the FDA does not check for. So, are we being poisoned? Yes, we are. What areas, not being racial, but what areas have the most high fructose corn syrup products in them? Predominantly black areas. Predominantly black areas. In predominantly black areas, what nationality of people have the most convenience stores in your area? Predominantly Arabic convenience stores. How many black convenience stores around your neighborhood? Probably ain't got that many. How many black gas stations in your neighborhood? Probably ain't none. So you want to control the people. You control what they ingest. Now, the same thing goes with this fluoride. Hitler used to give the damn Jews, or whatever you want to call them, so-called Jews, fluoridic water as a poisoned water, like fluoride water that these baby mamas be swearing is good for their babies, so they can control them easier. And that fluoride is what the dentist gives you when you go to the dentist. And they're poisoning you. Yes, they are. Find you a nice good Whole Food, not a Whole Food, but a herbal store. Start buying you toothpaste with no fluoride in it. Stop giving your babies that fluoride water. And please, please stop giving your baby, and you need to stop drinking the damn high fructose corn syrup. The Pepsis, the Cokes, the Gatorades, the Red Bulls. I mean, think about it. That shit is even in baby's NyQuil. It's even in NyQuil. So when they tell you to take some NyQuil or whatever to fight off the cold, sugar feeds a cold. High fructose corn syrup, as I just read to you, is a concentrated version of sugar. So you're paying $12 to $15 for this bottle of whatever that has high fructose corn syrup in it. 95% high fructose corn syrup, 0.5% of something else, 0.5% of something else, 0.5% of all this other bullshit. But majority of it is just syrup. And then you wonder why you're sick for so long. I'm not saying this to be a smart ass. I'm just saying, black folks, we need to wake up. Because if you don't realize they killing you, then you ain't gonna realize when you're dead. So we are literally the walking dead, whether you believe it or not. You can think this is just a show, this is just a game, but that's why they call us animals, why they call us savages, and all of this other bullshit. Why little Ray going crazy and shooting up the neighborhood and all this and all that. Why your baby born ADHD and all these other attention deficit disorders and all this other shit. It's because of that. So we need to wake up. We really need to wake up. Peace.